Hi again.
Hey,
I'm
Chris.
Chris. I'm the co-organizer of the Women Lighting the Way Summit. And today I am talking to Ruth Sandoval, one of the speakers, one of the 5 Americans in the summit. And Ruth, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Ruth Sandoval with Coaching Wisdom. That's the name of my coach program. So I am a life coach, an intuitive life coach, and I coach people from where they are now to where they want to be. But it's a lot more than that. So I created a coach training program where I actually train people to become coaches because there's so many people who are good at that and good at working with others, but they need a structure and a specific way to do that. My coach training program is accredited. So I worked pretty hard to get that done, and I received the news just recently that the program is accredited by the International Coaching Federation. So that being said, that's the formal piece of what I do. But really, what I do is I think that I help people learn how to really embrace joy. And that comes from a much more intimate place for me. There was a time when I really, really struggled in life and lots of circumstances, which I'll talk about in my talk a little more. But I just didn't want to be here. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
seriously, it was a dark time. And it's from that place where I came to a halt and I happened to stumble into a weaving studio in Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is the home of my ancestors and my family. I didn't live there until I was an adult, but I went in and I saw people just weaving in this rhythmic fashion, and my soul needed a rest. And I figured out what I could do to actually join a weaving training program. And for an entire, I don't know, 4 to 6 months, I learned how to weave in the style of my ancestors, which is the Rio Grande style, which comes from Spain and was combined with native people, with
Oh,
their
cool.
designs. And so I really learned about that and I got to my roots. But as I was weaving, I really learned to pull in all those parts of my life that were the dark times, the hard times, the happy times. What did it mean? Just what did all of it mean? So, as I was doing that, I basically wove my way back to my own light. And I teach that now. I teach people how to weave in the pieces and parts of their life that are confusing, that are dark, that are some are joyful, some are not, some are mundane, and
Mm.
help people learn how to pull that all together and to create the life that they need to do so they can shine their light.
Nice, nice. And we were just talking about your wisdom weaving cards.
Yes, yes, I
So,
have those.
and
They're here.
you do a card pull on Wednesdays, right?
Yes, I do them
In
every
your group?
Wednesday. Uh-huh.
Okay,
And
nice.
my Facebook group is an open group. It's actually a page, and it's coaching wisdom. So anyone who
Okay,
wants to pop on there, I come on every Wednesday. I pull cards. I talk about what they mean, how to use them to go forward, and hopefully how they just help you to get closer to your joy and your light.
yes. I love when you do the card pulls. You've had a couple of really good ones for me.
Oh, good.
So, I have 2 questions to ask you. The first one is, if you've gone through something, or I guess as a way to congratulate yourself, if you've gotten through something kind of tough or accomplished something that is on that, that list you don't really want to do, but you get it done. What is your go-to treat for yourself?
Uh, So my go-to treat for myself is this precious alone time. And so I'm kind of an introverted person and I love alone time, but it can't just be time alone because we've had a
Okay.
ton of that in pandemic. It
Yes.
has to be for me something that feels delicious, and
Yes.
it can be taking myself out somewhere, and usually I love to go to the movies. That's my thing, but
Oh,
it can
okay.
be that. It can be going on a little trip to a new shop and looking for that perfect journal. It can be taking a little weekend trip by myself, depending how generous. I feel or how my budget is, I have taken myself away for an entire weekend to have some downtime, but it was a place that served, little gourmet breakfasts and it had beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful things around it. So anything like
Nice.
that.
Cool. Okay. And then my second question, ocean or mountains?
Ooh, mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Mountains are my happy place. Being in the trees. Yeah, I would. That's actually my dream home is a little cabin in the woods.
Perfect. Perfect. Where you
Yeah.
can be alone.
It's funny because I'm an extroverted introvert. So I like being inward and like being on my own and contemplative sort of, but I really
Yes.
love people too.
Isn't that
So
weird?
yeah.
Like, I have to have that alone time too. But like when I was working at Starbucks or when I was doing donuts, that time with people really gave me a charge too.
Yeah, yeah. That
Yeah.
whole energy. I think we all need each other as humans. We really
Yes.
do.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Ruth. And Ruth will be the featured speaker this week. So check out her group page, and we'll see you around.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.